Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 86 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where I am creating a nice little mana battery here, courtesy of Sparks, and my Gaia portal. So last episode we got the portal open, which is cool, gets me access to a bunch of nice stuff. One of those things can be Spark upgrades, and I'm going to use them to create what I generally refer to as something of a mana battery. So the first spark upgrade I'm going to get is going to be the recessive spark upgrade. So there's 4 spark upgrades you can get. Dispersive will give mana that's in a pool to nearby players and fill up any mana tablets they have. So it basically charges up your batteries. Dominant will find any mana pools on the Sparks network and pull all the mana towards it. So it basically fills it up. And we're going to make one of those in a minute. Recessive will dump the mana in a pool and spread it out to all mana pools nearby. So kind of the opposite of dominant. And then isolated prevents the mana in a mana pool from being affected by recessive and dominant. So first off, we're going to make the recessive one. That's the first one we're going to make. Cool. So to make that guy, we just need to do this. Easy and peasy. And when I put this recessive spark upgrade on the mana pool here, he's going to start spreading his mana out evenly to all nearby pools. And the good news is that means that we can now re-drop down our Fated Nether Star and let the mana production continue. Because now we've got a much larger amount of mana storage available, right? Instead of 1 mana pool that stores all our mana, we have effectively 10. How cool is that? Alright, so that's number 1, what I wanted to take care of. Number 2 is I'd like to reinstall my alchemy catalyst here. So, what we're going to do is get that placed probably right under this pool. Usually I like to have like 1 pool for the alchemy catalyst so we can get that, cooking. That should be good times. So now I can do any alchemy catalyzing right here. And I might throw a dominant spark on this guy. A, just to kind of show you guys how it all works. And B, because it will actually be useful. Cool. So dominant spark, plop it on this guy. And then what he should be doing is pulling mana into this pool. And as you can see, this pool is rapidly filling up with all the nearby mana. And all the other mana is kind of, being empty-ish. So the reason I do this is that I always have 1 pool that I can do crafting with. So, for example, in fact, I'll do it with mana pearls. Boom. See? And then that one stays full, and I can do all my crafting. How cool is that, huh? Now, I could do the same with this one if I ever got to a point where I needed a lot of mana for catalyst stuff. We'll see. It's not all that common that I need to do that, but it's an option. So now this pool will be always full. All the others kind of work as like a buffer or a battery. And then finally, when that one's full, we're done processing whatever we're doing. And at some point, we might automate, the Nether Star process. But that's a nice way to just generate a whole bunch of mana real quick. But it could be faster. We definitely want it to be faster. In fact, the example I was about to give doesn't work because our Nether Star ran out. But if you look, boop, you'll see that our Wither Aconites are just not, they're eating up that mana, but they're just not spreading it fast enough. The fact that the flower is full tells me that the spreader is not pulling mana out of the Wither Aconite fast enough. So let's get a better mana spreader. The one I like to go with is the Gaia mana spreader. It is the top tier mana spreader for Britannia. I still want my block absorber. We'll take a look at that at some point. In order to get it, though, we're going to need a Gaia Spirit. So let's talk about how to get those, for those of you who have not seen Britannia before, which is probably a small list, but I'll still mention it. In the Alphamancy chapter, we got, the message from the Alvengard, which is basically what happened when we traded in our book. And it unlocked a bunch of, basically, crafting options for us now that we've got that open. We also have the ability to do the Ritual of the Gaia, which is cool. Okay, so we need an active beacon, we need 4 Gaia pylons, and then what's going to happen is we're going to have a pretty nasty fight, okay? So first off, let's start with Gaia pylons, right? We know we're going to need some of these, so you Oh, that's right, we need Alf Steel pylons in Mythic Botany. That's right, Mythic Botany overrides this. So we do need to make our first Alf Steel. Which is going to be a mana infuser. And we need all the 2 mana pools worth of mana. Oof, that's going to be expensive. Mana infuser is going to need a bunch of the tier 2 runes and a glimmering dreamwood. Which, I thought I got dreamwood. Did I get glimmering dreamwood? Oh, it's just regular dreamwood? Oh. Okay, well there's your problem. Wait, that's dreamwood planks? How do I get dreamwood? Oh, it's like this. Okay, I see. Okay, and then you can be used to get this bad boy. Alright, so we're going to need some more runes. We're going to need Spring, Asgard, Autumn, and Winter. So let's get those going. Maybe I should just put them on my to-do list. Spring, Asgard, Autumn, and Winter. Does that sound cool? Cool. Alright, good deal. And as a quick aside, it's probably a good idea at this point to move the runic altar and have him set up probably at the same place that we have all the mana going to. That would be a lot better, right? Because we don't want to be runic altering off that. That don't make no sense. So we're definitely going to need a beacon. So why don't we get that crafted first? And I'm pretty sure we're out of nether stars now. So we should probably go see if our wither spawner still works. It's been a while. So if I'm not mistaken... Yay, it still works! I should make that like a lever instead of a push button, but meh. That'll get me a few wither stars, right? Alright, so, sweet. And I'm pretty sure I can just leave them be and they'll do their thing. We'll find out if they don't. Alright, now that we've got that going and ready, we should be able to... I'm going to put away some of this stuff. Let's get our runes that we're going to need. I know we're going to need a bunch of runes, so let's get our earth. I know we're going to need a summer eventually, but we'll leave that in there for crafting in a minute. Water and air, and we should get another fire rune, which I know is nether brick, wart, and gunpowder. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I'm going to make all these off camera. I'm assuming I can make cake, right? That might be more of a challenge than I thought. I'm just going to need some more wheat. Be able to do it with... Yeah, I'll get cake going. Be right back. Alright, I have most of these guys covered. I just need a rune of Asgard, which is going to be air, pride, and autumn. Now, did I get a pride? But I used it, right? Pride is fire and summer with 2 diamonds. So fire and summer with 2 mana diamonds. That ain't bad. And then we also need a rod of the Bifrost, which looks doable. And then a netherite ingot, also doable. And that ain't too shabby. So then also air and autumn. Autumn. Oh, that was summer. It looks like air, it's not my fault. Nice. That's pretty cool. And then we should be able to get our mana infuser. Now we're getting into Mythic Botany, is what we are. And this is, like I said, an add-on to Botania. And, sweet. So we should be cool at this point? I believe, yes, we are. We are indeed cool. Look how cool we are. So cool. Alright, mana infuser. So to make the mana infuser, that is a Mythic Botany dude. There he is. Nice. We're going to need... Like the trust of below, the platform below. However, this requires a dominant spark to pull mana from sparks. Aha. Okay. Gotcha. And that will allow us to make Terra Steel. So we can probably just replace what we have. And Alpha Steel. So we can replace the existing one. So we can probably get rid of this. Okay. And I noticed it was gold blocks. Now, what are these other blocks that are in here? Shimmer Rock is what you... Shimmer Rock. Which is a Bifrost block. Which means we're going to need to make another Rod of the Bifrost, which is going to need another... and a U. And a couple of Ds. To make ourselves Shimmer Rock. So we're going to need Bifrost blocks, which are made with Alph Glass, which is Mana Glass. Okay. Let's just get half a stack of these. And then into there. I mean, they look pretty cool, right? And then we can get Shimmer Rock times 5. Okay. And then we can do that. That. And that. And I guess that's cool. And then we want a Spark. And then we want a Dominant so that he can pull mana towards him. So that's just going to need another Pearl here. Sweet. And that should be cool. Alright, so I think our next step here would be to make the actual Alpha Steel ingot, which is basically one of each of the higher tier, Elementium stuffs, right? So boom, boom, and then an Elementium ingot. And presumably I don't want my magnet on. So I think we just drop them on here, right? Boom, boom, and boom. Hey, it's working. That's good. And you can see all the mana coming from our pools. And this is why it's good that we have a bit of a large battery here, because I'm pretty sure, according to the book, it takes about 2 full mana pools worth of mana to make this thing. Oh my goodness, it has another iteration to go. Look how drained we're getting. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. It's interesting that it's... I don't know how it's pulling. Maybe there's a range. It might be a range. Because I think he's pulling. I thought this gave me like a, a point to kind of... But I think he's currently only pulling from this mana pool. I think that's what happened. I think he was able to hit all 6 pools, and now he's only draining from this one. But this one's keeping itself full from these guys. Right? I assume. Perhaps. I don't know. That's interesting, though. We might want to move him a little bit closer so that he can hit those 3 in the back. But I'm assuming there's like a range thing going on here, and that's what's slowing it down. I mean, it'll eventually finish. Don't get me wrong. Eventually. I'll help. I'm helping! I'm helping. Hooray! Yeah, it used a lot of mana. Yeah, maybe we move this thing one little bit closer. I'm okay with that, right? I see no reason not to. Getting crowded up here anyway. So a little extra, you know, wiggle room wouldn't hurt. Okay, so then we'll have you. We'll have you. I need a chiseled, polished dark stone. Hey. There, and then the shimmer rocks. And then, in theory, this should be close enough to hit all those other guys, right? Okay, sweet. And now you should be able to pull from the mana pools in the back. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. And then, in theory, we don't need this one anymore, right? So yeah, that's cool. So now that we've got this dude, we can use him to get our Gaia pylons, because we're going to need Alf Steel pylons, right? Which are going to need, and we need 4 of them, so we should have just enough Alf Steel nuggets to pull this off, right? So we're going to need 4 of you. Ooh, we're going to need Terra Steel nuggets. Oh my goodness. We're going to need 4 of you. Okay. And then we need more Terra Steel. So we're going to need you, and a diamond. Well, we're actually going to need 2 diamonds, 2 of these, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need 2. And then let's give this a go. Boop, boop, boop. This should craft. Nice. And it does look like it's draining from here, right? Yes, it does. See how it moved? Boop, boop, boop. And don't worry if you happen to pick up the items beforehand. I'm pretty sure, well, at least the terrestrial one does. But I would hope that the Alf Steel one does as well. Okay, cool. And then you guys can be updated with, could we have enough eyes? So 4 of those, and then you can be upgraded. Oh, you need gas tiers? What an awful thing to require. And then finally, we're going to need about 8 of those pearl dudes. Might as well just make 10. And boom. Sweet, perfect. 4 Gaia pylons. Now let's go fight a Gaia Guardian. Sound like a plan? We're also going to need some iron blocks. And let's make sure we've got our weaponry ready. Yeah, nice one of these dudes. A decent sword. Decent armor. I guess we'll find out how good our armor is in this fight. Alright, so if you're going to want to fight the Gaia Guardian, your first step is to have a big open area with which to fight the Gaia Guardian in. Trust me, that is a big part of it. And then you basically want to just clear out a nice little, let's see, 3x3 area. And then we want to go find the Ritual of the Gaia. And let's just visualize it right there. And we pop this guy down with a beacon on top. So it needs to be an activated beacon, aka, you know, have a platform, but that's about it. Easy. And then some Gaia Guardian pylons. Cool. Okay. Perfect. Ritual complete. Next, we need a Terra Steel ingot. So for that, we're going to want some mana items. Boop, boop, and pearls. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm like, why didn't you work? Wrong tier of material. I probably still want you there for the moment. Oh, I missed. Woohoo! And we could automate all this if we wanted. You really only need 1, but I'm just going to get 2 just in case. Sweet. And how's my production of mana going? We could use another nether star. Cool. Not bad, though. Oh, right, because you probably just drained a bunch from those guys. Okay. So now, let's get ready to go do the fight. So step 1, make sure it's not nighttime. Do we have my... There we go. We don't want to be, you know, the thing, sleeping. We don't want to be fighting this boss at night, because then mobs spawn, and that's no fun. We'll probably have mobs spawn anyway. So then, my understanding, unless it changed, you just shift right-click the beacon with a Terra Steel ingot, and then get ready for a big fight. Now, I'm going to turn down music in-game. I think it's note blocks that might be loud. We'll see how crazy this music gets. But there's a music in this battle that's gonna be cool. Ready? Go! Yeah, I think note blocks is the one you want to shut down. Hello, Gaia Guardian. Ow. Don't stand in the purple stuff. Oh, and flight's generally speaking disabled. And you know what I should do? Oh boy. I should be ready to dispel. And a little bit of healing might not be awry either. And that was actually surprisingly close. I don't know if it was like the purple stuff. So there's like purple spots on the ground you don't want to stand in. So watch your footing. See, I did it again. I'm just going to be prepared to heal myself as needed. And soon we'll get into phase 2. I think that's probably nowish. There we go. And phase 2, the Gaia Guardian will spawn many bad guys. It occurs to me, I wonder if the Gaia Guardian is going to be able to spawn nasty skeletons, because that would not be cool. You can spawn wither skeletons, I can tell you that much. We should probably save a little bit of mana hit for healing here. And I'm pretty sure there's no effect from Fortune, but it never hurts to make sure to kill a boss. Hey, there we go. Nice! Hey! Not bad. That was a little harder than I expected it to be, I'm not gonna lie. That was a little tricky. So we got Gaia Spirits from that, we got an Epic Shader grab bag because that was a boss. Is that all we get is just the Gaia Spirits? I guess so. I guess that was about it, right? We didn't really get anything else, did we? Alright, not too shabby. Our first batch of Gaia Spirits. Now, we can fight a second tier of Gaia Guardian, but considering how close I came to death on that one, I'm not sure I want to do that. That was a little harder than I anticipated. That was a little bit trickier. I mean, I thought I was pretty good on armor, but I think it was the withering effect that I had that really stung more than anything else. But hey, we have Gaia Spirits now, so that's cool. Which means we should be able to... Why are you, like, magneting up, but, like, not magneting up? What's going on? Oh, there it goes. It finally came in. Yeah, so we should probably... I should set up the flower that nullifies the magnet ring, but we'll get there. But what I want to do now is upgrade these dudes, which shouldn't be too bad. Where are you getting all your mana from? Oh! Ha 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 ha! Dire, please. I just figured out what I did wrong. He's pulling mana out of this mana pool and feeding it into this mana pool. How did I not notice that? Dire, please. That's what we should be doing. But anyway, let's upgrade these guys first, right? So I think we just take the Elven Mana Spreaders and we can upgrade them to Gaia Mana Spreaders. Is that right? I think so. Ah! I didn't mean to break that. That was way too fast. So upgrade you. We're also going to need a Dragonstone, which means get yourself a pair of Mana Diamonds. And now we can upgrade you to the Gaia Mana Spreader. This thing is way, way, way better. It's a huge improvement over what we had before. Okay. So then I want this dude to chill here. We want to make sure that you are bound to this guy. And you are bound to that guy. And then if we drop this, he's definitely spreading faster. What we could do maybe is this. I mean, I think he's definitely spreading faster. I think it's just that these floating wither aconite things are just so bananas level powerful. But look how fast it burned out my nether star, though. I mean, in fairness, that was pretty quick. By comparison to how long it took to eat up a nether star before, it's way faster now. Now, what was that thing we were looking at previously? Wasn't there the mana infuser? Oh no, that's this guy. Where was that thing? Where was that thing that spread mana, like, even faster? Mana collector? Was that it? That needs a Gaia Spirit Ingot and a Rune of Vanaheim, but we should be able to make everything else right now. I think we can do that. What's the Rune of Vanaheim look like? Just a Terra Steel, Earth, Spring, and Pride. Earth. Do we have a Spring? We don't, but we could make another one. It's Water and Fire. Water, Fire, and I'm pretty sure we have a Pride. We do. Alright, cool. So Spring is wheat and 3 saplings. Let's check this out real quick, just to see what it's like. Cool. So there's your Spring. And then you were Terra Steel, Elven Gateway Core, Earth, Spring, and Pride. Spring, Earth, and Pride. Oh, hang on. I was like, why do I have a spark in my inventory? Oh, right, I know why. Yeah, it definitely feels like, by the way, that we're burning out those nether stars a lot faster. But it could be even faster. Earth, Spring, and Pride, and then we wanted a Terra Steel and a Gateway Core. Which I think I've got some extra Terra Steel nuggets from what we did a minute ago. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sweet. That is cool. Okay. So now if I wanted from Mythic Botany, the mana collector, we're going to need probably another batch of you guys. Let's just do that, because we know we need more of that. Cool. 6 of those. A Gaia Spirit Ingot is just 4 Gaia Spirits around a Terra Steel. Neat. And then we're good to go. Mana collector. Cool. So how do we use this thing? It's an exceptionally good question. Create more mana than spiders. With the mana collector, you can put mana generated from flowers into the spark network directly. The mana collector acts as a little mana storage that can receive mana from flowers and interact with sparks. To extract the mana from the collector, you'll most likely need a recessive spark augment. Okay. So then what we're going to want to do is make a recessive spark augment. And get a new spark. Let's pick this guy up. Man, he is almost completely drained. That is bananas. Let's let him finish up. He is fast. I mean, the Gaia Spirit spreaders are doing an exceptional job, I will say. But I just want to see how much faster we can go. Okay. So if I popped this dude down, does that mean that you can bind to him? And you can bind to him? I think so. I think that they're both bound to him now. And then we what? Give him a spark? And make him recessive? And then if I drop Oh man, look at that. Well, this one is probably not getting... Don't make it harder for me to get both of these at once now, okay? Because that would not make me a happy dyer. I think that's what's happening. What if I picked you up and put you here? Do you think I could stick you in between those? That seems pretty good. I got to assume that that's faster? That is kind of cool. And then I should be able to remove the recessive spark here so that this one gets it. But I guess... Is that what I want to do? Maybe I don't need a pool here anymore? Maybe? Maybe that's the way to go? I mean, the mana collector, in fairness, does not look full. And wow, did you actually burn through that mana? Wow, that was fast. I think that was really fast. So I think the point is that the mana collector is not full. Though finding the sweet spot of where to place these things so that both get fueled is a little bit harder. But look, the mana collector is not full, which tells me we could absolutely have much more mana going in here. I think the Wither Aconites are just constantly full, and the mana collector is having no problem transferring all that mana. How cool is that? Huh? That is pretty slick. Gotta say. Not too shabby. Huh? So I'm gonna call that a good wrapping up point. What do you guys think? Yeah? Is that good? I mean, I think so. Man, you've still got mana in you? Holy cow. Why does it feel like you shouldn't be doing that anymore? Like, I feel like you should be done at this point. But you're not. Interesting. I wonder if this guy's a little bit buggy. Just a little bit so. Because he should not be dispersing mana anymore. And he's not actually, but visually he is. That's interesting. I'm going to have to play with that a little bit and see if it's a problem or not. I could always just, do the Gaia mana spreaders still. Because they were just, plenty good. See, at this point, he's spreading, as he should be. And the pools should be going up. See? Yeah, they're definitely increasing. Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, let's wrap up here. So mana's well in hand, right? There's probably some cool stuff from Mythic Botany that we could check out, and probably will. But I do want to get back to making the sponges, which is kind of where this all started, remember? I wanted to get the block absorber, so I need sponges. So I need to go back over here, hopefully with my better armor now. I think I bookmarked it, right? This guy? Yeah, Water Temple. Ouch. So let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time. Maybe check that place out. See how my new armor set does now that it's all enchanted and good. Hopefully we survive. If we don't, that's fine. I've got an alternative plan. Let's also just real quick make a quick peek over. I assume that we've run out of stuff again. We have absolutely run out of fluorite again, which is why we want to make a fluorite dimension. So that we can have, stupid amounts of fluorite. How's our reactor area going? Because it's been a few episodes since we've been out here. But I'm not hearing any radioactive ticking, so I assume... Oh yeah, no, we're great. I mean, there's a little bit. A little, tiny, teeny, insy, bitsy, insignificant amount of radiation, but not so much that it would hurt you in any way, probably. And you are nice and idle, and you are probably accumulating because it's nighttime. Oh no, you're not, because we have no fuel. That's right. All right, so wrapping up point, Darwell20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's come back next time. How am I for antimatter? We've got two. We've got two antimatter. I'm just saying. All right, take it easy.